To figure out how refraction of light happens through any surface when we consider light to be a wave, let's see how the derivation goes. Now what we have is we have two medium. Let's say this is medium 1 and this is medium 2, and we have a wave of light. So these are the two waves of light which are coming, okay, and then it's incidenting at point A, and let's say this point is C. Okay, now see what we have, we draw a perpendicular here, so this is 90 degree. Let's call this point as B. Now why we need this is BC will be the distance traveled by the light in medium 1, correct? Now why BC is very important, because see in medium 1 light travels with a different velocity, and in medium 2 light travels with some other velocity, correct? Because these are two different media. So BC distance, so what we have is BC will be V1 into T. Okay, so V1 into T will be the distance BC. Okay, let's say it comes here, let's call this point as D. Alright, so AD, similar way AD will be V2 into T. Okay, so AD is another distance, BC is another distance, or you can say BC is the distance traveled by the light in medium 1 and AD is the distance traveled by the light in medium 2. Alright, now we always have to consider the incident angle, so this will be angle I. So if this is angle I, then even this will also be angle I, correct? Next what we have is, see, if this is I, then this will be angle R, because angle of refraction, correct? Okay, now according to Snell's law, what we have is, so we have sine I divided by sine of R should be a constant, correct? So if we prove this is true, then we can explain the laws of refraction whenever light behaves as a wave, correct? Okay, now what we have, see, this is V1 into T, this is V2 into T, correct? Okay, so we have in triangle ABC, consider sine I. So sine I will be V1T divided by AC, correct? Similar way, we'll take triangle ADC. Now ADC, remember, even this angle will be 90 degree, similar way as ABC. So in triangle ADC, sine of R will be V2T divided by AC, right? Okay, now if you take the ratio, that is, if you take sine I divided by sine R, this will be nothing but V1T by AC divided by V2T by AC. Now AC cancels, T cancels. So what do you end up with? So you just end up with sine of I divided by sine of R is equal to V1 by V2. So this is what we end up with. Now if you remember, the refractive index of any material medium can also be written in terms of velocities, correct? The same thing what we have got, that is sine I by sine R is V1 by V2, that is velocity of light in medium 1 to velocity of light in medium 2. This is always constant, right? So sine I by sine R is constant, so we just proved that. So even refraction of light could be explained using wave theory. So we could explain reflection and refraction, both of them.